Well, fellas and ladies, it's time to review Dune Part 2. This is one of mine and almost everyone's most anticipated movies of the year, and I'm very excited that I have now seen it. Follows the 2021 original, and it follows Paul Atreides as he aligns with the Fremen, and Shani as they seek revenge on the Harkonnens and the Emperor for, murking his dad. Now, I love the first one so much that during its re-release 2 weeks ago, I saw it twice. But even I can acknowledge some of the first shortcomings. I think it's amazing, but I admit it can be slow, and it's quite dense in its storytelling. It had to set up a lot, though, so if you call it boring, you're fucking boring. But I can't pretend I don't see why some aren't a fan of the first. Having said that, and again, as a massive lover of the first one, this one is better in just about every single way. I can go on forever about the craft of this film. You've already heard about it and assumed it was top notch, but fuck it, I need to talk about how fucking good this movie looks. Denis Villeneuve and Greg Fraser that shot this film they knew they had a certified banger on their hands. The way this movie looks is genuinely crazy. Not just the landscape shots, although Jesus fuck me silly Christ, the landscape shots are insane. But even the close-ups look like something out of a photographer's wet dream. I know they shot this on location, and that's only for the best. The backgrounds don't look like cartoonish bullshit. Doesn't look like Ant-Man and Argyle on the dial of The Flash. It looks like a real movie, which is wild that that's too much to ask for, but Dune Part 2 delivered. Also, Hans Zimmer's score is so fucking good, dude. Much more memorable than the already very memorable first score. I got so many earworms. Not a pun, I swear to God. Also, I tried to get the bucket at my screening, but it was sold out instantly. I almost left, but thank God I didn't. Y'all knew the film was well made. Denis Villeneuve has the juice, and he's quickly becoming a GOAT if he ain't one already. What impressed me about this film was the writing. I'll admit, there's a lot of setup, but nothing is, feels like a waste of time. Not that the first was a waste of time, but, everything, the movie is so much setup, but all of it feels so useful when it's over. It's all in the name of continuing to build this world. I never read the book. I'm not a fucking nerd, so I appreciate that Denis is still focusing on building up this this world, Arrakis and all that shit. And in nearly 3 hours, Denis doesn't let a second go to waste. Everything gets its time to breathe and be fully realized. I won't give it away from my fellow non-loser ass nerds who didn't read the books, but the path Paul Atreides goes down made me go, oh damn. But nothing felt forced or cliched, even though the film follows a chosen one kind of story. This movie puts his characters through very interesting arcs, beyond just Paul. Many has been said about Austin Butler's performance, and yeah, he is insane. This dude ain't human. But I was more into Timothée Chalamet and Zendaya's performances, honestly. Both of them have, an endearing relationship, one that, feels very human. But both of them react to the events of the plot very differently, and to watch that unfold through, just their eyes. I love eye acting. It's so impressive to watch. Shout out to some other performances, though, particularly Dave Bautista, whose, brute nature is, kind of tested in the movie, and some of, the most memorable moments just, stay on Bautista, just silent, Dude's got talent, man. I love him. Also, Javier Bardem was great as well. We got some laughs, as well as some, the film's most devastating moments. He played the part of a man so obsessed with Timothée Chalamet that he, actually became crazy. Can't say I blame him. Can't lie, the final hour of this movie is, and I don't say this with any intention of hyperbole, might be some of the best cinema I've ever seen. I was white-knuckling my armrest till the fucker almost came off. I don't really know how else to describe its final hour other than remarkably intense. There are eyewitnesses to this. I came out of this movie, and my reaction was genuinely just whoa. I was genuinely speechless. There's one duel, the one you saw in the trailer with the Butler versus Chalamet fighting. I was clenching. My buttocks were clenching. There's so many moments, I don't know. This goes without saying. Go watch this in IMAX. Just some of these sequences, on IMAX. Just the first sequence, it's just in orange tinted, and I'm just oh, okay, I'm about to read the movie equivalent of the Bible. There's one, I think it's in the trailer, but I'm not gonna say it anyway, just in case, where Timothy just says a word, and it's towards the end, where I just went oh, and I think it's because the IMAX, was just such a, such a moment. Dude, this movie is unbelievable. It's genuinely insane that we live in a time where, movies like this are allowed to exist. That movies like these are starting to make a comeback after the Marvel machine took over But now we're back to real movies and real artists getting to make movies like this that push the boundaries and make me clench my buttocks like it is no tomorrow. Denis Villeneuve, like, politely asked me to blow him. I think I would do it. Okay, maybe not, actually, you know. He can be rude while he asks me. Dune Part 2 is truly, like, a feat that is, like, hard to replicate, if possible. I'm so excited for Dune Messiah, and I'm gonna have to give this movie 10 toothless Austin Butlers out of 10. Oscars, I mean, Best Picture, locked. Screenplay, gonna happen. It's gonna get a bunch of tech nominations and probably win. Honestly, I think it's likely that it's gonna win everything it won the first movie, except for, like, maybe production design it could lose. But, like, I don't see how it, I mean, unless, like, something really stiff. Like, I want to, like, balance this. Like, if Oppenheimer came out this year, what would Dune beat it? Like, cinematography? I think yes. Sound? I don't know. Score? No, probably not. But I think it'll win this time. But like, that's an unfair metric because Oppenheimer's score is Oppenheimer's score. Editing? I think it will win this year. Production design, like, it would not have won this year. Like, you know what I mean? But, like, the next Oscars, I think, we'll have to wait and see. I do wonder about makeup this time around, now that it's not up against, like, Tammy Faye. And obviously visual effects, it's in the bag. I know a lot of people are floating the acting categories out there, namely for Austin Butler. I feel like if he was in it a little more, I would definitely be a lot more on board with it, but I guess he will not get nominated, but I won't count it out entirely. I do think if another actor were to get nominated, or have a shot, it would be Timothée Chalamet, actually, but I actually don't think he's gonna land. As for will Denis Villeneuve get snubbed for director, I mean, like, all the stuff is there. It's just the fact that it's a fucking studio blockbuster. So I guess I have no answer for you. But nonetheless, fuck yeah, Dune rocks. Go see it. Like, subscribe, share, and go shove some sand up your ass. That was so aggressively rude.